Now, there are some that are a little trickier. Let's look at a verb. For example, arbeiten. Now, we have the personal ending in en, right? And the stem ends in a T. Okay, now let's conjugate it and see what happens with this one. All right, so if we say ich, stem, ending. No problem, same as up here, right? Stem, ending, stem, ending. Look at du. What did I do here? In the regular verb up here, we had an ST. And here I added an E. Why do you think I did that? Try to pronounce it without the E. Arbeitst. You wouldn't hear it, right? So we insert an E when a stem ends in T or D. There are some other ones that do the same thing. And when we say he is working again, stem, and the ending is a T. Would you hear that second T? No, you wouldn't, right? So again, we insert a little E. Arbeitet. All right. Wir is normal again. Just an EN. Now, what do you think ihr does? Let me put the stem, the stem down. Now, ihr, what's the ending for ihr? It's a T, right? So if we added the T, would we hear it? No. So what do we do again? We insert an E. And then when we say they are working, it's regular again. Sie arbeiten. So when a stem ends in T or in D, for example, same thing like finden, we have to insert an E when we say du, when we say and when we say you are. So it's a kind of logical. When you pronounce it, always say it out loud. Then it comes to you, oh, I've got to insert an E before I say, du arbeitest. Otherwise nobody can hear the ending and my tongue gets twisted up. All right, so this would be verbs with end in a T. Now let's look at a verb, for example, tanzen, to dance, right? Stem, ending. Now, let's see what we do with this one. Ich tanze. Normal, right? Just an E, like up here, stem E. Du. Now what happened here? All of a sudden, what happened to the S? Well, we don't need it because of the Z sound. We wouldn't hear the S anyway, so why waste paper, right? So we just leave it out. We say, du tanzt. Same for RCS. Again, we have our T only. So these two are the same. Wir is normal again. En. Ihr. How would we say ihr? Just a T, right? That's like this one here. And Sie tanzen. All right. So there are some verbs that do not follow exactly the way the regular verb does. And arbeiten would be one where we have to insert an E. And tanzen is one where we drop out a letter. Yeah, we drop out the S. Other than that, they are normal. And your book will give you some more examples. For example, heißen means to be called. Remember that one? Heißen. Here we have that SZ again, to be called. So, ich heiße, stem, ending. For du, we already have, and the S is a representative of double S anyway, so we don't want to add another ST. So we just add a T, du heißt. We don't need an S in here because we already have two. And you would say heißt. Same thing. Just a T. And then wir heißen, normal, En. ear, add a T, and C, E, N. And that's a short overview of what we call a verb conjugation. The verb remembers the activity we do. A verb has a stem and an ending. We have singular and plural. The singular pronouns are ich, du, er, sie, es. The plural pronouns are wir, ihr, sie. When you have ich in a regular verb, ending is I. Du, ending is st. Er, sie, es, ending is t. Wir, in. Ihr, t, sie, en. And again, you just have to memorize those. It's not difficult because they repeat with all the other verbs. And then we had some little exceptions, like when we have arbeiten, where you wouldn't hear if you just added an st for two, so we have to insert an e. And then we have a verb like tanzen that ends in, where the stem ends in z, or where the stem ends in an s symbol, where we drop out the s for do, because we don't need it since we don't hear it. All right, that's it for this one.